Alright, Shalom. Before I start, I'm going to give all praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash, to honors to the elders and apostles of Great Millstone. Peace, blessings, and salutations to all like to Akim Wa Akwa, learning, teaching, in truth and sincerity into the video of the Spirit. Your brother Malak from GMS Detroit. Hey, this is going to be dealing with a little bit of a hood classic clip, a little funny clip from old Gucci Mane. Alright. The pre-prison weight loss Gucci Mane, you know, the boogeyman of the rap game. This is something, you know, now he's speaking about the entertainment world, but it's something that I want to apply to the truth because it fits. And some of y'all are familiar with this little interview, all right? Like, hey, you know, it's funny because he's talking about what he's talking about, but he's lost in it. And we are not. When I say we, us brothers and sisters that have this truth, coming into this truth, it's a lifestyle change, it's a culture change. Nevertheless, you can't let that, as the apostles say, don't try to be too deep, just be one deep, y'all. All right, don't let this truth make you too big for your britches, which is one of the reasons why dudes get kicked out, suspended, and or they fall out. They develop an overinflated ego. All right, they begin to become, you know, boisterous, nonsensible, can't reason with them no more, right? When that camera comes on, they a super brute, a super apostle, like you read in, what was that, 2 Corinthians, the 11th chapter, 11 and 12, you have Paul, you know, he was telling the church not to go off and follow the niggas that he, you know, he called them the super apostles. These dudes, they claiming they can do all this and do all that. Well, where's the prophecy at? All right, and that's what's important, y'all. That's what keeps you on track. We're simply here to preach, you know, and to change our life and follow that which Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai left for us. Don't let this truth, you know, turn you for the worse. All right, like Elder Yashawamba always says, in this truth, you know, he done met some of the best people and some of the worst of the worst. So let's let this play. We'll get some scriptures. Let's go.
Is it hard to be fresh if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. So if you don't got no sauce, then you're lost. But you also get lost in the sauce.
You can get how you get lost in the sauce?
This you gonna get lost in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, man.
I'm sprinkling salt, dropping salt there with street, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it.
Overdose of sauce.
That's what it is.
No meat, just sauce.
When you're born, can you be born with sauce, or do you acquire
No, you
sauce?
can't born with
You get sauce. You get sauce from.
How you gonna be born with seasoning? You gotta get seasoned. I wasn't born without the sauce.
Hell yeah.
I had to apply this sauce.
All right, so don't get lost in the sauce. Don't get, and you know, the dude asked him, you know, was you born, you know, because, you know, he was dressed up or whatever. He was like, well, was you born like this? He's like, no, I had to get taught this. But when I was, you know, even when I was poor, I still had a sense of style. All right, I still had a sense of self, if you will. And which, you know, Gucci Mane, we know he's completely insane. You don't know what the F he's talking about, but extract the spiritualness out of it, y'all. You got dudes who, he said, you know, a bitch to get lost in the sauce. Jake go get that money, they become famous, they become athletes or rap stars, and what do you see? They lose their mind. Look at guys like AB, Antonio Brown, you know, go from a star athlete to broke. Oh my lord, the menu is endless. You just looking at niggas. Hey, what's the Cleveland dude? The homeless nigga who fucked LeBron James' mother. Oh, I forget his name. Y'all know his name. How I forget his name, man? I ain't about to waste time looking it up. But let me get this scripture. Y'all know exactly what I'm talking about. So the point, basically, y'all, stay humble, stay true. Don't get lost in the sauce. Don't become too deep. You know. I'll use an example in this truth. Alazar. You know, Alazar likes to run around like he's been in the truth for 40 years. Like, dude, you came in a couple years before me. Like, stop. You got brothers in the camp that came in the 07 wave that have been around way longer. Like stop. Jake gets the truth, and they forget themselves. All right, they become. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Jake becomes besides themselves, meaning you're acting too big for your britches, like something that you're not. 1 Thessalonians 4:11, and that ye study to be quiet, and to do your own business, and to work with your own hands, as we commanded you, that ye may walk honestly toward them that are without, and that ye may have lack of nothing. Come on. Walk honestly, y'all. Study to be quiet. We're not now, don't get me wrong, I'm not discouraging you from learning, from becoming, spiritually sound, right? Learning the breakdowns, learning about these words, this and that. But what I'm saying is not to let these things overinflate you to how you treat people, how you act on that camera, and how you're walking in your life. All right, you're seeing guys do this. All right, there was guys, the former head here of this camp, I call him Kylie Jenner, formerly known as INOP, right? He let the truth overinflate his sense of self-importance to where he was coming up with breakdowns, could nobody tell him nothing. He knew more than the apostles that he learned from. They just some old dudes, the Spirit dealing with me now. You see that happen with guys because they weren't studying to be quiet. They was trying to, bust up and make themselves on a level, and you're simply not. If you were meant to be on a particular level, you would have been born sooner. If you were meant to be on the level of the apostles or the elders, when I say elders, I mean the elders out of New York and Connecticut that under the direct tutelage of the apostles, you would have been one of the elder brothers over one of the state camps. And what I mean by that is the brothers who came in, the 07 wave, who are now camp heads of the various states, right? If you were meant to be, you would have been. All right, what's that one phrase? If you had it like that, you'd have it like that. So if you don't, just stay in your lane. All right, don't get lost in the sauce. Stay in your lane, learn your lane, and stay in it, and be happy. All right, because with much, responsibility. God damn it, the Uncle Ben quote. With great power comes great responsibility. God damn it. Let me get this scripture. What is it? Sirach. Let me think for a second. Okay, 30. Let me see. Yep, Sirach 32:9. It says, "If thou be among great men, make not thyself equal with them. And when ancient men are in place, use not many words." Right. So, and that's something to you especially have to practice when you're in the midst of brothers that are, they've come in before you, they're spiritually over you. You don't always have to try to display your knowledge. You can just be quiet and be happy. All right, like I've met some of the apostles, but I haven't met all of them. But there were some years back in Chicago, when a lot of the camps had met up. It was Elder Apostle Ramlab was there, Elder Apostle Rakal was there. I can't remember. I believe Elder Manatazak was there. All right, don't quote me on that. But they was there greeting all the brothers, showing us love. And we was just like, we were there listening, or I say me, right? But I wasn't trying to say a whole lot because I didn't want to sound stupid or look stupid. This was, years. This is only at that point I was only a couple years in, so I wasn't on anywhere. I wasn't built up as yet as to where I am now. All right, and would have easily made a fool of myself trying to always be up in their face. And we actually, here in Detroit, we have a guy who's no longer in our camp who was up in their face and was making a bit of a fool of himself, drunk, trying to just doing too much, man. All trying to be, we had to nigga fall back. And then, man, y'all, hey, let me let this play again, man.
To be fresh, if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce. So if you don't got no sauce, then you lost. But you also get lost in the sauce.
You can get, how you get lost in the sauce?
A bitch gonna get lost in the sauce, man. You know what I'm saying?
I know what you're saying, man.
I know what you're saying, man. So yeah, you can also get lost in the sauce. All right, this truth is a heavy mantle responsibility. Knowing what we know, you can't let it. Like I said, I'm using some of the same terms over and over again, but that's what's coming to mind. You know, overinflated ego. You walking around, you shoulder bumping niggas in the world, right? I'm in the truth. Move. You know, type of retard demons on you. We can't be moving like that, y'all. We know what we know. Yeah, we still have to be, peaceful, respectful. I didn't say harmless. I said peaceful, respectful, and honest men. All right, that makes it to where people can't say nothing on us, other than the fact that we go out and preach. But hey, if we're out here, everywhere we go, you know, oh, there's this one guy. You know, here it is. You got at a restaurant, you eating. And instead of giving the waitress your tip, you crumple the money up and throw it out of here. Eat 'em, Mike, bitch. You know, come on, man. You know, be cool. Be cool, dog. Romans 13. Oh, no, 12. Tripping. Romans 12 and... Yep. Romans 12. I'm going to start at 17. It says, recompense to no man evil for evil. Provide things honest in the sight of all men. If it be possible, as much as lieth in you, live peaceably with all men. All right, this is good sound advice, y'all, to where if you just applied it on his basis level, you'll be fine. You know, you don't have to be the smartest, deepest brother, but if you apply this, you'll have a relatively easier life. All right, you won't be out here, you know, getting hemmed up by police. The police stop you, trying to fight with them and argue. Now they pulling you out the window, you screaming on Yahweh Shai. Hey, and if y'all remember that video, that actually happened out here in Michigan. That happened out in a city called Taylor, which is, you know, not even, if you will, like 20 minutes from Detroit, if you will. You know, Jake didn't want to be peaceful. He didn't want to use his sense. He was lost in the sauce. I'm an Israelite. You can't do nothing to me. You can't say nothing to me. I'm gonna do what I want. You know, And then he, you know, was getting bowled up. You know, was getting hemmed up, all up out the car. He was lost in the sauce. This truth bugged him out. He lost his mental faculties, and he was no longer dealing with reason. All right, we still have to be reasonable people, y'all. Yes, we know spiritual power is coming. Yes, we know Esau Edom is the devil. We know these women are bugged out. I was about to use a really hard word. We know these women are through. We know these children is through. We know that everything we eat and touch is tainted. With that being said, these thoughts and these things, you know, you keep them in your mind locked until it's the proper time to bring it out, which is at camping on these videos and when conversing with the brotherhood. You don't need to be at work, you know, arguing with a nigga over, you know, Revelation 11. You don't got to be posted up with your woman, you know, bitch, you know what, man, hey, what the scriptures say, if she be pleased to dwell with thee, all right, just play it cool. You don't got to teach her nothing about the truth, just a couple little simple things so she ain't feeding you pork, and so, you know, so she not running out to give the kids lineups. Little simple shit. Don't get lost in the sauce, y'all. Don't let this truth bug you out. Just stay, you know, be cool. Be cool.
I'm sprinkling salt, dropping salt there with street, bro.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it.
Overdose of sauce.
That's what it is.
No meat, just sauce.
When you're born, can you be born with sauce, or do you acquire
you
sauce?
can't born with sauce.
You get sauce. You get sauce from.
How you gonna be born with seasoning? You gotta get seasoned.
Yep. You have to get seasoned. He's stupid. He said you gotta get seasoned. You know them southern dumb niggas, man. But he's correct in that. You have to be seasoned. You have to be brought up. So that sense of you being taught by another man and or men, it's supposed to, it keeps you humble. Because remember, there's somebody over you. All right, in a sense, okay, take it like a fight gym, right? If you're a fighter, right, you have a coach. Presumably, you're gonna have other fighters who've been there longer than you. You can't, oh, nigga, yeah, I'm that nigga now, nigga. I whoop everybody in here and the coach. Okay, well, you can try that. And when you got all your bones, aiming the wrong way, and you all discontorted in a corner somewhere, you're gonna be feeling that hurt for acting a damn fool. Sirach, is that 4? Is it 4 or is it, no, it's 3. Sirach 3, yep, 21. Seek not out the things that are too hard for thee, neither search the things that are above thy strength. But what is commanded thee, think thereon with reverence, for it is not needful for thee to see with thine eyes the things that are in secret. Right. So the things that are given to you, that's what you focus on. You're not every day. You're not, us brothers, that have come in years down the line, decades down the line, we're never going to be as spiritually deep as the apostles. So don't even be trying to be like that. But it is simply our job to learn and study under them, so we can learn and teach these scriptures properly. That's our lot, right? As the Holy Spirit is dealing with us, in our lives and whatnot, our trials and tribulations. But we're not out here trying to be, how can I say this? We're not trying to be little mini apostles. It's just not possible. They have decades of experience over us. All right, when dudes usually get that spirit on them, you can't tell me nothing. I'm deep too. The apostles ain't the only one that know this truth. Guys like that end up gone. It's a reoccurring theme. Okay. Stay in your lane. Like it's saying, hey, in verse 22, but that which is commanded thee, think thereon with reverence. Right. So the level that you're at, that's what you deal with. All right. And once again, I'm not discouraging anybody from studying or from becoming better with understanding the scriptures, because we all can improve. We all need to be. You need to know the basic breakdowns so that when someone asks you a question, you can break it down. And you do need to know, some of the deeper mysteries. All right, things in Daniel, things in Revelation. All right, but you get those things, and you don't let it puff you up and kick you up. All right, what does it say? Knowledge puffeth up. All right, a novice being lifted up with pride. So at the same time, don't do too little and don't do too much at the same time. Sirach 3:23. Be not curious in unnecessary matters, for more things are showed unto thee than men understand. For many are deceived by their own vain opinion, and an evil suspicion have overthrown their judgment. Perfect. So, hey, be not curious in unnecessary matters. So once again, y'all stay in your lane. Otherwise, in verse 24, you get deceived by your own, the spirit of Satan to hop on you. And the dudes out of what is that? Is that them two dudes, Barbasol and Mentos. Barbasol and Mementos. Bert and Ernie. I forget what state are they in, man. Is it Alabama or is it Mississippi? Yeah, the Mississippi. Them two dudes. They got too big for their britches. The alcoholism dude. Now they know. You see what I'm saying, y'all? Now they know something. They know the true names. Barbasol and Mementos. Agamemnon and shit, man. Come on, man. They couldn't just be tempered and stay in their lane. So they had to bust up and try to come up with something new. And I don't remember the last time even seeing a video from the dudes. But I'll get one more and end it. I ain't gonna keep talking. I'm saying the same thing over and again, but I'm just trying to drill it into your brain. Stay in your lane. Don't be lazy in your lane. You better, know these breakdowns, know these scriptures, know these words, know how to act. But don't get lost in that sauce. Don't start doing too much at the same time. 1 Corinthians 8 and I'm gonna start at 1. We'll go 1 through 2. Yeah. It says, now as touching things offered unto idols, we know that we all have knowledge. Knowledge puffeth up, but charity edifieth. All right. So don't let the knowledge puff you up. And if any man think that he knoweth anything, he knoweth nothing, yet as he ought to know. Right? So everything we know, man, is given to us by Yahweh B'Shem Yahushai. So we can't be proud in it anyway. It's a gift. All right? Faith is a gift. So don't get lost in the sauce, like Gucci say. I'm gonna let it play one more again, then we up out of here.
Fresh, if you don't have money, or can you still pull it off?
See, when I ain't had no money, I still had sauce.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't got no sauce, then you lost.
Mm-hmm.
But you also get lost in the sauce.
You can get, how you get lost in the sauce?
Man, a bitch gonna get lost in the sauce, man.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm
I know
saying?
what you're saying, man.
I'm sprinkling salt, dropping sauce over the street, man.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I dig it.
Overdose of sauce.
That's what it is.
No meat, just sauce.
When you're born, can you be born with sauce, or do you acquire
No, you
sauce?
can't born with sauce.
You get sauce. You get sauce from.
How you gonna be born with seasoning? You gotta get seasoned. I wasn't born without the sauce.
Yeah. Hey, so that's it, y'all. I hope y'all was able to extract the spiritual out of what he was saying. You know, that's probably the only sensible thing this nigga has said ever in his life. Ever. All right, so that's about it. I'm gonna give all praises to Yahweh B'Hashem Yahushai B'Hashem Rakach Kodash, to honors to the elders and apostles, great millstone, peace, blessings, and salutations to all like Akim, Wa'akwath, learning, teaching, and truth and sincerity. Shalom.